Oh, hi. Were you looking for a Botox expert?
Dermal filler.
Let's talk about jaw filler.
It's ads like these that have led to a crackdown on broadcasting the supposed benefits of Botox.
The TGA realised that this industry had to be cracked down on because these medical procedures are being sold like people are getting a haircut.
The Therapeutic Goods Administration laying out the existing law, which already bans the advertisement of injectables.
It is important to note that promoting the use of prescription medicines, including most cosmetic injectable products, has never been permissible.
And while existing rules banned Botox ads, that didn't stop clinics performing some corrective surgery on those rules. A legal nip-tuck turning the term Botox into anti-wrinkle treatment. Another quick fix changing lip augmentation into lip filler. Now, even those terms are banned, with before and after shots also a thing of the past.
The TGA makes a really good point. They were never allowed to promote prescription medications through the online advertising anyway. So they're just saying what we're doing is we're actually bringing it in line with what you couldn't already do.
The latest moves giving the injectable industry frown lines.
I don't think that this is actually looking at patient safety, in which the TGA has said on multiple occasions is their primary concern.
Concerns the changes could leave patients in the dark.
It's becoming really difficult to educate patients, and I think without the use of that terminology, patients will become extremely confused.
Others thankful the industry is in the spotlight.
The industry is literally out of control. That's why the TGA are acting, however late it may be. If you go and get a haircut and it goes wrong, your hair will grow back. The public need to understand that it's not like getting a haircut, that there's serious medical treatments.
I haven't had Botox, I'm just reeling at that footage. That was confronting. To talk about what these changes mean for the industry is cosmetic nurse Laurisa Dannoun. Now, Laurisa, the TGA says advertising prescription medication has actually been illegal since 1989. So was the industry even aware of this?
Yes, we definitely were. And we adapted and we've been using nicknames since then.
What nicknames would you use?
So we were using things such as dermal filler as a generic term for filler treatments and anti-wrinkle for the treatments that target wrinkles.
Does that mean in the past it was something that it just kind of like two up on Anzac Day? Technically illegal, but we just let it through. Was that how you kind of saw it?
Somewhat, you could say that.
I guess one of the biggest concerns, though, is children, young people may be influenced by these ads, especially on social media. So do you think that there could be a case in banning this advertising? Could it be a good thing?
Look, regulation is definitely needed and we embrace regulation with open arms, and we often have to adapt our practices to make way for new regulation. However, I think if it's going to limit a patient's ability to source reliable information, I think that definitely needs to be looked into.
How will this affect your business and the industry kind of more broadly?
Well, I pride myself on providing my future patients as well as my current patients with transparent educational information through various platforms. These new regulations will now limit my ability to do that, and they're going to have to start looking elsewhere for information.
So, Laurisa, do you think that there could be harsher penalties coming too, or harsher restrictions?
Most likely, and I'm all for it, but I think if patients are not able to be educated anymore, I'm a medical practitioner and my patients' safety and their level of knowledge on treatments is of the utmost importance.
These are prescription medicines. What do you do to make sure that it's right for the patient?
Well, like any medical procedure, a face-to-face patient assessment is crucial. We don't just, hand out these types of medications. The patient comes into the clinic, we do an assessment, we consent the patient, and that includes the good things as well as the bad things. So they're well informed on the risks. And if the patient is a good candidate, then they can undergo the procedure. And if not, we've armed them with good information for them to potentially explore different avenues.
You mentioned the face-to-face consultations. Is it the case that patients need to talk to a doctor for this, but the doctor could be on Skype and it just might be like a 30-second consult before getting a prescription?
Yeah, so there's definitely a doctor involved. In our clinic, our consultations are virtual. However, they're a little bit more lengthy than just a quick chat. The doctor will go into the details, the patient's history, their motivations behind why they're having treatments. I think there is a lot of talk about these quick phone calls that do happen in clinics, but that's not all the clinics. The clinics do operate quite differently across the board.
All right, well, Laurisa, thank you very much for your time.
That's okay, my pleasure.